Hello guys, today we are going to speak about binge eating disorder. Now, eating a massive amount of food in a short period of time, like over a couple of hours or what an average person will usually eat, wherein you can feel out of control like you just can't stop eating. And this is really different from your sitting in a picnic or a Thanksgiving scenes. Now, binge eating disorder is also called in a short form BED. Now, how it is diagnosed? This has to occur in a period of 3 months, and you must have three of these five things going on. You eat a lot and much faster than normal. You eat uncomfortably full. You eat but not hungry. Eat alone because you are ashamed and feel disgusted, depressed, and guilty after having a large amount of food. Now, there are certain levels like mild, 2 times binge eating episode occurs in a week, moderate, 4 to 5 times a week, severe, 18 to 13 times a week, and extreme, where it is 14 times a week. Now, to be diagnosed for the binge eating disorder, you should have one episode for 3 months to be considered having a disorder. Now, the important question is how BED occurs. What are the emotions? Research says sadness, anger, frustration plays important role for BED, but more important role is played by these emotions of frustration and anger. If you see frustration, it is about disgusting, guilty, irritable, resentment, and disappointment, which occurs through the interpersonal interaction. Okay, so that's why we have therapies which are given like interpersonal therapies. Now, basically, when people are unable to deal with the negative emotion, most of them in a healthier way, some of them sees eating as a coping mechanism. Now, eating may provide a temporary relief, but it is quickly followed by the emotions of disgust, guilt, and frustration, of course. Now, no doubt that the individual who binge doesn't eat the veggies or the healthier food because it doesn't provide them the spike and energy, and the food which they intake are high in calorie and sugar, which will indirectly or directly will affect their health physically as well. Now, people eat a large amount of food and binge on it, we can say, but people with BD is less emotionally aware of their feeling. They can feel a specific emotion but can't relate it with a specific feeling. Then another question which we can see that why eating becomes a coping mechanism. Now, your mouth is a very intimate part of your body. We speak through it, we kiss another person, our loved one, to show our love, and from the day one we are fed from the help of mouth. So this dynamic plays in why putting something in your mouth becomes what we should consider as a coping mechanism to deal with internal distress. Now, what are the treatments? There is CBT, that is self guided, and it can be with the help of the professional also. If you're going for self guided, where there are triggers of BED, you can go for it, but it is severe, then we have to deal or take a help with the help of a professional. Now, self guided, there is a nice book by Christopher Fairbairn, okay, and there are certain exercises which will really help as a self guiding book. Now, there is interpersonal therapy which helps you identify the negative emotions you have stemming from relationship. Like it can be any relationship, for example, a co worker or a classmate relationship, but the idea behind it is that you have this negative interaction and produce emotions that you have trouble coping with and use binge eat to cope. In the therapy, the therapist will recognize any difficulty you have identifying specific or correct emotion. Then there is dialectical behavioral therapy, which was developed for borderline personality disorder, and there are four models to DBT, that is mindfulness, distress tolerance, emotional regulation, and interpersonal effectiveness. It really addresses the emotion that trigger overeating and help you identify them, to tolerate them, and find other coping mechanisms. So this is all about BED. We all have distresses and sadness in our lives. So at the end, it is okay to be angry, it is okay to be frustrated, but it is not at all okay to be cruel on yourself. Take care of your mental health. Be safe. Thank you.